welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make two really cute nautical themed candle holders using items from the Dollar Tree. Now, some things came from other stores like Walmart, but those items can be found at Dollar Tree. My Dollar Tree just happened to be out at the moment. Anyway, stay tuned. I'll show you how to make them. All right, y'all. First off, what you're going to need, one of these nautical wind chimes. This came from Dollar Tree. How cute is this? This is cute. But anyway, one of these from Dollar Tree, and then you're also going to need one of these little glass fish bowls here. Let's see. I think they have two different sizes, but let's take a look. 4.9 inch times 3.9 inch, okay? But anyway, we're not going to be using this little dingle-dangle here thing. We're going to cut that off. Whee! And then his fell out the bottom. Anyway, now I'm looking at this, and I don't think this is like perfectly, flat across. I do believe it has just a little bit of an angle, but I believe it's going to be okay because I'm going to be using a whole lot of hot glue, and I believe the hot glue is going to fill in that gap. But let me take this sticker off before the label police come after me. All right, that's as good as it's going to get for me. No, I'm not going to take the whole daggum label off. I've said this before. Let me get a glue stick, but I've said this before. If you come in my house and you dump this out and you take it apart, like, oh, there's a part of a label in there, you're going to get smacked and asked to not come back. But anyway, let's see if my glue gun is hot now. I'm just, ooh. It's hot. I didn't expect it to be that hot that quickly. But anyway, put some hot glue on here. And now we're just going to place this on top like so. Let me make sure I've got this as straight as possible. Now you can see right there how, like I said, it's not perfectly flat all the way across. So there is a little bit of a gap right there. Can you see it, like that little gap right there? I'm just trying to hold this together. It's all right. Don't worry about that because I'm going to fill that in here in a second with some rope. But I'm going to let that sit there for a minute. All right, next I'm going to be using this cord. So this came from Dollar Tree as well. My Dollar Tree is putting out a lot of their nautical and summer stuff. So I'm sure all stores are doing that because it's about time. I'm going to start putting all that out. Oh my goodness, that was loud. And I wasn't going to open it yet. I wanted you to, see the label on it. Goodness. All right, so now we have this. Of course, this is going to be the front, okay, with the lettering on it. So let's turn this to the back, and I'm going to start gluing. I'm going to try to, oh, I forgot to put my glue stick in. I'm going to try to be so careful with this so that I don't bump it and knock it apart. Now listen, if you have cats, dogs, and feral children running around, you may want to use some E6000 on top of that hot glue. Just put a little bit of, there's a fly in here, put on a little bit of hot glue. And then put some E6000 around it. Put it to where they don't actually overlap, though. You don't want them to mix because then that weakens the bond. And you're not going to get a very good hold, okay? I've had people to say their crafts fell apart after doing that. I'm like, well, just don't mix them, okay? So that's not going to fare well. Okay, so I'm just wrapping this around. And now I'm going to let that glue, stick that down. Let's wipe off some of that extra glue there. I'm going to hold this in place and then trim away that rope. Okay, so that rope filled that gap in pretty nicely. Looks pretty good. Let's see, can I zoom out a little bit? There we go. So I got this sand here at Walmart. Dollar Tree carries it. My dollar store was out of it. They only had, what color? It was green. They only had green. So look in your store, see if they have it. Like I said, mine carries it. They just happen to be out. But I've got this sand. And then I've got this red pillar candle. This is a 3-inch by 3-inch candle. This came from Walmart. Once again, Dollar Tree carries plenty of candles. Mine was out of a lot of stuff today. It's just, I'm like, what's the deal with that? But anyway, let me take the wrapper off of this candle here. Okay, I'm going to pour just a little bit of this sand in here, okay? Just to kind of give the candle something to sit on. You don't want to put a whole lot because this candle, you don't want it to like be sticking up above the edge here. So I'm just going to put in a little bit, okay? It's kind of shaky around. I'm just going to set that candle down in there. Just kind of nestle it down in there. And then I'm going to pour just a little bit more in there. Trying to be careful to not spill it. Y'all know how I spill things. Like so. Okay. And I just got it all over the place. It's all right. Let me just clear all this off here. All right. So I poured in the sand, then just wiped it off the top because I didn't want to pour it all in there and then not be able to, you know, get the candle snugged down into the bottom there. But there's that. I can't really move it too much because the sand will pour back. But anyway, you saw a picture of it at the beginning and you're going to see a picture of it again here just in a second. So let's move on. I forgot to add this in. But anyway, I've got this little bag of shells. This little bag of shells came from Hobby Lobby. Dollar Tree carries shells, but I didn't want to buy any more until I used up all of these. These are tiny, okay? These are like small. And I'm going to just drop some down in there like so, just to give it a little extra something. Is that not adorable? Look at the tiny little shell. Anyway, I'm just going to drop some of these down in there, and that will be that. All right, now what do I have? I have one of these metallic vases with rope, again, from the Dollar Tree. Okay, now this rope right here looks a little bit loose. It's okay because I'm going to take it off. I need to take it off. So we have that, and then we have this coastal pick. Is this not cute? Look, you have like your kelp and some seaweed and a seahorse. Is that not adorable? That is adorable. But what I want to do is attach this to this. But, okay, you see how like everything is like kind of like taped together down here? I kind of want to hide that behind this rope. So what am I going to do? Let's try to find the end of it here. Go, gadget nails. All right, so let's pull this rope off like so. I don't want to pull it all the way off. We'll just leave it a little bit. Okay, I think that'll be all right. So now let's pull the tag off. Wait a minute, where's my wire cutters? Do I have my wire cutters? All right. Might not even have to waste my time pulling that tag off if I can just cut this right here. And these are just Stanley wire cutters. You can get them at Walmart over in the hardware section. I have a lot of people ask me where I get them, or where I got them. All right, let's see. Let's try to see how this can move. And this is all wired, of course, except for these. Okay, so this will be the front. I want to put this, that's still just a little bit higher than what I want it to be. Let me trim it down a little bit more. All right, I pulled the rope off just one more round. Now let's see if I put this down here. Okay, that looks better, I think. Let's get all this, all for the love of humanity. Okay. Now I'm going to put a blob of hot glue here. Stop! I'm going to put a blob of hot glue there, and we're going to stick it down onto the bucket just to hold it in place, and then we will worry about the rope. Let's see. Oh, don't stick down yet. Okay, so stick it down, and then I'll worry about putting everything into place here in a minute. Okay, so I pulled this little piece off, and I'll just stick it in there once I start getting the rope wrapped back around. But now I'm just taking the rope, and I'm just going to start wrapping it back around. Let's see, this is in the way slightly. And I'm just going to, every now and again, just put like a little bit of hot glue, okay, just to really hold this rope in place. Okay, then just wrap it around. Stop it. Wrap it around. Okay, and I'm just going to do this until we get all the way back up to here. Okay, so my rope is glued down, and I want to put, oh my goodness, I'm dropping everything. I want to put like just a little dot of glue on the back of this right here, just to hold it down. It's wanting to twist around on me. Just to hold it in place. It's not flopping around so much. Okay. And I might do that over here. Let's get this one up here. Right about, yeah, on that one, I would say. Yeah. Okie dokie. Stick that in down too. Kind of move it to where you can't see the glue. And now we will let that set up. All right. So we have the glue has stuck down, and you can see what it looks like here. So now let us take off this label. I'm not even worried about the whole thing coming off. You know how I feel about that? I don't care. I really don't care. But anyway, we had this. You know what? I'm not even messing with this label because these are going to be glued together. Get out of my house, you don't want you. All right. So this right here is not going to fit down perfectly in here. I'm going to tell you that right now. So what you want to do is at least make sure that you get the glue sort of like around the edge here, because that's where this is going to be doing the majority of it sitting, okay? So I'm going to try to hurry up and get the glue on here. Once again, if you want to back this up with some E6000, go ahead and do that. All right. This should be good enough. I'm trying to hurry up before the glue sets up. Now I'm just going to hold that. Let's wipe that off. I'm just going to hold this in place till that glue sets up. Let's move this over. Get more squared up in frame, Amber. Okay. I zoomed out a little bit and I sacrifice video quality when I do that, but so that y'all can see this better. I'm going to take this sand once again. I'm going to be filming this for reels and stuff. So let's show the label. Hold on. Let's show the label here. Stone granules. It's sand. Okay. It's sand. Heaven forbid. All right, zoom back out. All right, so I'm just going to pour some of this sand back into this glass container. Now, the top of this is kind of narrow, and the candle that I bought is too big. So I think I'm just going to have to use an LED votive. I think will be a good size for this. So let's just pour some of this sand in. Okay, all right. Just kind of carefully shake it a little bit. Kind of level it out. And I have these shells. Now, this is a bag of shells that I had gotten from Hobby Lobby quite a while back, okay? Dollar Tree has shells. I just have these. I'm just going to use these because that's what I have on hand. I'm just going to put a hand... Whoa! I'm just going to dump them all over the floor. I'm at the beach. Dump it all over the daggone floor, Amber. That's really cool. Let's put a handful. There. That looks okay. All right. Now, I'm looking at this, and, okay, where this glass touches this, I'm not real happy with that. Where did my stuff? Here it is. Yeah, I'm not real happy with that. So let's see what it would look like if I added this. Yes, okay, that's better. So let's spin this around. And right where this glass vase touches this metal thingy, that's where I'm going to glue this rope, just to kind of, I don't know, kind of hide that joining right there, because I don't like the way that looks at all. So I'm just going to glue that down. I'm going to spin it around, put just a tiny little bit of glue just to hold it down right there. And I want to do this all the way around. All right, so we got that trimmed up. That looks a lot better. That looks, heck yeah. Okay, that looks a lot better than what it did. It just kind of brings all of that together instead of having like this negative space here, which y'all know I hate all that negative space. So I just glue that there. That looks a lot better. Now I need to find a candle. Y'all would have just laughed your tails off at me. Y'all would have just laughed your tails off at me if you could just see what I did. I can't find any candles. I can't find the LED candles I wanted to use because I only have 50 gazillion of them, and then when I needed it, I can't find it. So I found this little gold candle. This gold candle came from Dollar Tree, okay? And I put it down in there, but then it was on top of the shells. So I had to take the shells out, but I dropped the candle down in there, and then I couldn't get it out. So then then I had to turn the whole thing over, and I just made a big mess, and leave me alone. I'm going to put the candle down in the top here. There we go. All right, so I've got the candle. Y'all cannot see what I'm doing. So I just put the candle down. I'm just going to have to nestle it down in the sand a little bit. Now I'm going to take the shells and I'm just going to drop them in there around the candle. Okay. Oh my goodness. What an excursion that was. I'll pick it all up here in a minute. But anyway, let me just drop all these shells in there and then that will be that. So you've seen this at the beginning. If you hang on a second, I'm going to show you another picture of it. Oh, that was funny. But if you would, please give this video a thumbs up. Click subscribe. Check me out on other forms of social media, links to all of which will be in the description box down below. And I'll talk to y'all next time. Bye.